We started the day down the Pacific coast, and one of the stops is the Rio Tarcoles, where you can find the biggest crocodiles, all freshwater. One of the biggest rivers in Costa Rica. Second stop was Jaco, and we stopped here for coffee and desserts.
Just south of Jaco here is Playa Hermosa. From this point on down the coast is just miles and miles of undeveloped land and beaches. So this is one example of how empty and private a beach can be as you pass down the Pacific coast of Costa Rica. This morning we're in Manuel Antonio National Park, located on Costa Rica's Pacific coast just south of Quepos.
It's Costa Rica's smallest national park, but it's also the second most popular.
And in 2011, Forbes named it as one of the 12 most beautiful national parks in the world. So we're starting off on the Bahia Trail, which Bahia. We're starting off on the Bahia Trail, which is the main trail that goes through the park from the entrance to the beach. And the key to this trail is you always have to look up, because there are sloths and monkeys that are roaming around the park here. So it's up to you to keep an eye out to find them.
I feel bad, so no, I have more.
So we finally saw our first sloth. Everybody's missing it because you're supposed to look up. People are just walking the path, but you're supposed to look up and look for it.
The beach here is called Manuel Antonio Beach. It's actually some of the whitest sand in Costa Rica, we found out, because most of the other beaches, the sand is made from volcanic rock.
Most of the trails in the park are really short. Now we're doing the Cathedral Trail, and since the weather cleared up, we're hoping for more animals to come out.
Unfortunately, the Cathedral Trail is closed because of COVID, so that's not going to be an option. We finally saw some monkeys. We were getting a little bit down on the park because we hadn't seen anything and some of the trails were closed. But as soon as we started this little extension trail, there were monkeys all above us and it was awesome.
I was able to communicate, but I didn't know what they said.
They knew what we said though.
Yeah, I said.
And he said,
yeah.
So we're gonna cut through on the Playa Gamelos trail because we just heard some howler monkeys in the distance. So we hope we can find them, unless they find us first.
There's a howler right there. I can tell just because they don't have a white face yet. Their face is dark.
If you're planning a visit to Manuel Antonio National Park, be prepared to see lots of vendors and tour guides right outside the park gates. Note that you do not need a tour guide to visit the park. More importantly, on the road to the national park is Manuel Antonio Beach, which is not the national park. Locals dressed like law enforcement or park officials to try and force tourists into entering the beach's parking lot and pay. But keep driving because this is not the national park.
So after a few days of vacation, we were missing breakfast the way we have it at home. So we ordered a gringo at Café El Milagro, which is eggs, bacon, toast, and potatoes.